Hello, and welcome to the second installment on how to develop your marketing plan. So, in this edition, we're going to talk about perfecting your product. And remember, this is proudly presented to you by Liquis Launchpad. Okay, I just had to do that. So, the first thing that we're going to talk about is your objectives. The reason why we're doing this tutorial is to help you differentiate between the basic and specific customer needs. You need to understand those because the basic needs and the specific customer needs will give your business an advantage over your competition. And then we've got tips to help you improve your product. And lastly, the idea is to help you align your product with your brand position. You want people to think of you and your business in a certain way, and we hope that this is also going to contribute towards that. So let's get into it. What is a product? So a product is the item or service that you offer your customers, and the product is the core element of fulfilling your customers' needs. So note the keyword customer needs. So there are two types of needs, and you need to understand your customers' needs. So the first type of need is the basic need, which we've talked about, and then we also have a specific need. So a basic need is the primary reason why your customers buy your product. It can be hunger, it can be boredom, it can be a need to cover up. Someone needs clothes. So those are the basic needs. And then we've got the specific needs. These are secondary needs such as ease of use, product support, and after sales service. So this one goes beyond the basic need. So a good example that we can use to illustrate both of these needs is that, say I'm hungry. That is, I have a basic need, I just need food. But then the specific need can be that I have a craving for something spicy, I need Indian food. So that is my specific need. Going the extra mile and meeting these needs will give your business an edge over the competition. The specific needs will help you to differentiate your business from the competition. So let's have an illustration. We have two beautiful products from some of our clients. We've got Joy Treats. Joy Treats makes biscuits, and then we've got Rush Beverages, and they manufacture carbonated soft drinks. So when you're buying the biscuits, the basic need that you're satisfying is a craving, or at times you just need a snack for in between your meals. And then when you're buying a soft drink, it might be that you just want to quench your thirst, or you've been working out and you just need to cool down in hot weather. But then the specific need when it comes to the biscuits, you see, someone might need biscuits that are made from local ingredients and that satisfy a need of healthier living by consuming only natural ingredients. So the basic need is that someone just needs a snack, but then the specific need is that they need something that is made using local ingredients. They need something that satisfies the need for a healthier living. And then when it comes to the soft drinks, the specific need might be soft drinks with less sugar and no artificial sweeteners and preservatives. Soft drinks that meet the need to live a healthier lifestyle. So in both cases, the health aspect comes out. And the other need that one might have, even for the soft drinks, might be attractive packaging that expresses the youthfulness. So there are basic needs to quench your thirst, but then the specific need might be attractive packaging, something that will look cool when you're carrying it. So those are the basic and the specific needs. So it's important to understand those, and you'll understand why. So next we're going to talk about product innovation. You need to constantly come up with new ideas and to refine your product in line with your customers' needs and changing preferences and tastes. So your competitors are watching you closely and they will copy and build on what you're doing well. And if they have the resources, they might even outperform you. So you need to constantly stay on top of your game, come up with new products, come up with new ways, and it's important to always come up with new ideas. And the best way to get some of these ideas is by actually talking to your customers, find out what their needs are. And when you listen beyond what they're saying. There's stuff like body language, there's stuff that they do not say, the way they behave when they walk into your shop. Those things will tell you about your customers' specific needs. And then you need to stay competitive. And to stay competitive, you need to try out new ideas. You need to experiment and improve the way you satisfy your customer needs. So you need to constantly innovate and come up with new products. And then the other thing that you can do to improve your product is by actually working on the physical product. When we're talking of the physical product, you can improve the colors, make the colors more brighter, more corporate, or whatever works for your business. You can offer size variations. So maybe in the example of the soft drinks and the biscuits, they can offer a larger pack of biscuits. They can offer a smaller size of soft drinks because people are particular about the amount of sugar that they consume. So you can offer size variations for different consumers and their needs. You can also offer more attractive or contemporary designs. So move around, find out what's out there, and then try and come up with more attractive and beautiful designs that are eye-catching. And then the last thing is to enhance the quality, the comfort, the taste, endurance, or the nutritional benefits. So all those things fall under enhancing the quality. So if you're making chairs, for example, make sure that your chairs are durable. If you're making the soft drinks, make sure that they taste great, and you can only know if you try them out and you let your customers try them out. Or you can add and replace other ingredients in whatever you're doing to make your product more nutritional and to add health benefits. So those are ways of improving the physical product. But then there are times where you are maybe not producing a physical product, so you have a service. If you're producing a service, you can try speeding up the process, make sure that everything happens faster. You can deliver on your promise. If you say we're going to do this within 24 hours, do it within those 24 hours. There's a word for that, and I think it's integrity. And another thing that you can do to improve your service is reducing the paperwork. At times you give out your customers too many forms, and also at times people don't read and they just sign. So you can try and reduce the paperwork. You can try and make things digital, where everything is done online. So you can come up with all other creative means of reducing that paperwork. And you can constantly update your clients about what you are doing for them. So if it's a large project, say for example a construction project, you can give your customers regular updates to say, okay, this week this is what we have done, and then in the coming week we're going to do such and such a thing. And then lastly, you should be someone who communicates any changes. So if something was supposed to happen but you feel that you are not going to meet that deadline that was set, you need to communicate those changes. And then the next thing that you can do is to improve your packaging. So this applies to both a product or a service, a physical product or a service. And you can start by coming up with a distinct or a durable, user-friendly, easy to handle packaging, something that your customers will find convenient. And if it's a physical product, you can add your contact and other useful information, ingredients, instructions, and even a product manual. And I think this one also applies to if you're producing if you're providing a service. So you might need to provide a useful contact, so that if your clients are having any challenges, they know whom to contact. You might need to work on your website, make sure that your contact details are there, your instructions and help page are actually serving the purpose that they are meant to serve. And then the other thing that you can do is to prominently display your brand, your logo, your brand identity or your logo. So this works especially if you are in a crowded marketplace. You want your customers to find you easily. If someone walks into your shop, can they easily find you? If you're sharing a workspace and a customer comes to visit you, can they easily find you? Is there something that shows them that, okay, this is where my service provider is? So you need to prominently display your brand identity or your logo. And then the other thing that you can do is add complementary items. So you can give away small items like calendars, pens with your company details on them, and these will create a positive impression, and your customers are likely to return. But then in all these things, it is important that you make sure your product is in line with your brand position. Make sure that your product is in line with your brand position. So if you're targeting corporates, make sure that your product is packaged for corporates. If you're targeting the mass market, make sure that it's aimed at the mass market. All right. And then next, you'll need to improve the service that goes with your product. So this means providing great customer service. A good example is maybe free transportation or free installation or subsidized installation. You can set up a hotline to handle customer queries and complaints, and you can offer warranties and guarantees. So you are going beyond just providing a service, but then you're also saying, I will go the extra mile and show you how to use the product. I will install the product for you. And this creates a positive impression in the minds of your customers. So as we round up this presentation, I'm going to leave you with a number of questions. I'll leave you with 4 questions that should guide you as you try and come up with ways of perfecting your product. So the first one is, what are your customers' basic needs? What are your customers' basic needs? The second one is, what are the basic needs that your product does not fulfill? Are there any? And then the third question is, what can you do to improve your product or service and satisfy your customers' specific needs? For example, you can change the taste, you can change the color, you can change the size, you can change the style. What can you do to improve your product or service and satisfy your customers' specific needs? And lastly, how can you improve the service around your good? Yes, we know that you have a boutique, you sell clothes, but then how can you improve the product? How can you improve the service around your good? So do not limit your mind. It goes as broad as even coming up with a Facebook page just to make sure you interact with your customers. Some clients need to interact with you. That is their specific need. Instead of them just buying a dress, they need to talk to the person who's behind the dress, not necessarily the owner, but just to have an interaction and a relationship with the company. So think broadly, think deeply about this. How can you improve the service around your good? All right, I hope you have found this tutorial helpful. and please let us know what you think and how we can help you in the comments below. Thank you, and I wish you the best in building your business.